Hi, and welcome to another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. I am Doja's son, and today I want to talk about CC. Yes, that's right, Combat Class. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and do me a favor, subscribe, and if you want to make sure you get notified anytime I put out new content, hit that little bell icon. As for returning visitors, thank you for coming back and checking out more of my content. I greatly appreciate that. Do me a favor and like the video if you do like the content, and if you don't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. I encourage that, but if you thumbs down, let me know in the comments why. That way I can try and be better. Now, my goal and my mission here on YouTube is to help you guys game smarter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and talk about combat class today and the multiple different ways you can increase your combat class. Let's get into it. Now, this is a screenshot from Reddit that my brother found from the Japanese version, the original. So it says CP and not CC. Forgive me, there's also a couple other things like down at the bottom, but we'll get to that. Now this tells you how to calculate the CP. It's every point of attack, 3/4 of defense, and 1/5 of your health. Makes up the basic formula, plus all the other stuff kind of trickled in there. Get your total CP. Now, the penetration gives 5 points per percent. Patience, or resistance as it's called, gives 4 points per percent. Generation rate gives 5 points per percent. Critical rate or crit chance is 4 points, crit damage 2, crit resistance 3, crit defense 1.5, recovery rate 2, and then HP absorption, aka lifesteal, is 5 points per percent. So if you need to check that out, pause it, you can double check the calculations. I have not done that, but what I do want to talk about is how to increase your team's CC. There are 5 main ways that I'm going to talk about increasing your CC. The first 2 are going to seem very obvious. So if we go into our heroes here, what are the first 2 things I'm going to talk about? Well, look at, I'm level 1 out of 60 on Holy Knight Simon. Well, the first thing to do is level him up, okay? You level him up, you're going to get more CC. No brainer. Second most no brainer thing is awaken him. The more you get this up, the more CC you get. Look at, you get a bunch of, attack and HP and attack and HP and attack, right? And then also some defense and some other stuff. And we just went through those calculation post that's how you get your CC to be built, is based off of attack, defense, and health, right? And that is actually shown here. Combat class is, damn it, I really want to play that. Combat class is based on attack, defense, and HP, right? So, and all of this other stuff down here. So the main thing that we want to talk about to increase your CC is, aside from the obvious, aside from leveling your character and awakening your character, right? Getting them to UR, yeah, obviously that's part of leveling, okay? Evolving, right? Is you want to be able to, and then obviously limit break is to just get them past to the new thing. So that's part of leveling. So I don't want to go into that stuff, right, with you guys. But the equipment is the hugest contributor to CC. Why is that the case? Well, there are 3 different slots. There's an attack slot on the top on both sides. There's defense slots on both sides, and there's health slots on both sides. Now the ones on the left give a much larger stat, 235 versus 135, right? They give you a much larger stat on the left. So when you're investing in your characters, and I will go show you my favorite character that I'm working on right now, her equipment, you want to start your SSR gear on the left side, okay? And then you can use R gear and get the secondaries unlocked. It's relatively quick to do it. It will drain some of your cash. I definitely don't recommend re-rolling those stats because that's going to drain a lot of cash. Just get it to 5 stars so you have some, and then replace them with SSR gear once you can. The thing here is you want to then re-roll for attack in the attack slot, defense in the defense slot, and health in the health slot if you want to go for the maximum CC. Now, I'm not concerned about the absolute maximum CC for myself, in fact, because there are certain secondary stats, such as, in my opinion, Pierce and Here, let's go here. This is easier to see all the stats. In my opinion, Pierce and Resistance are probably the two most important stats when it comes to offensive and defensive, because if we go to this question mark here, the Pierce is a value which deals fixed, that's right, fixed damage, and then Resistance is a fixed value that defends against a portion of damage taken, right? So these two things right here is like pure raw damage and pure raw damage mitigation or damage compression. So in my opinion, Pierce and Resistance are probably the two most important for your secondaries, but if you're going for more CC, then you want to go for all attack or all defense, and then HP as well. I think that having a lot of HP is nice, but my two favorite for the secondaries is the regeneration rate and lifesteal. Not the recovery rate. Recovery is okay, but I think that lifesteal is important because anytime you do damage, you recover HP, and recovery rate means, or not recovery, but regeneration rate is you get HP at the beginning of every turn. It's not a lot, but hey, every little bit adds up, and so if you don't get wiped out in one hit, this will help you to keep going in the battle, and that's the reason why I like those. Otherwise, if you want the highest CC, you just go for straight attack, defense, and HP. So again, we go into the equipment here. Now, since the HP is the largest of the numbers here, right? HP is 17,000 from gear versus 3,000 and 1,000. Now, even though it's a fifth, right? So what's a fifth of 17? Well, let's see. A fifth of 15 is 3K. So it's about the same as that bonus from the attack there, right? When it comes to the calculation. So since HP is so much and it adds so much to the CC, HP, if you're going to slack on one of these, I think that, you want Pierce and Resistance, and then go ahead and just go with HP if you want to try and get as much CC out of your gear as possible. Then you can always just eat lifesteal food if you want to have that lifesteal. Me, I don't want to eat the lifesteal food. I want to eat some other things personally, but it's up to you. All right, now one more thing that maybe this may seem obvious, maybe it doesn't seem obvious, is the closet. Okay, the closet, you can register 5 costumes, all right? And it doesn't matter which costume you're wearing, right? But what does matter is if they've got this little green hook here, you can bring it down. I've got registered 4, bring it up, and boom, I get more stats. Like, so if I take this one down, boom, let's go look at her CC real quick. Her CC is 31,389, right? Then we go ahead and put that one back up, and now 31,585. So we got like, what, 200 CC? But hey, that adds up, right? I mean, that adds up. Look at this, Liz. I thought she said something here. Oh. That sounded like Hawk, not Liz. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so so yeah, so you want to make sure that you have all of the closet items that you can. Now, if you go into the Sacred Shop, okay, I've got the I want to click on. I just wanted to touch next to it. You got the UR here for the outfit. You have weapons. She has UR weapons. I don't have all of her UR weapons yet, so I could spend the 90 gems, or sorry, 60 gems, right? 30 for each. I'm kind of saving my gems right now, but I did have both of the UR hats for her. So, and then weapons. So it's a good idea, especially if you're using them in PvP, that you invest in these. Now, these UR weapons are going to give you more of a base attack. They're also going to give you crit chance and crit damage. At least for this one. This one's going to give you some pierce and some crit chance. So this one actually seems a lot better, in my opinion, of a thing to buy, because, like I was mentioning earlier, I prefer pierce as the best offensive stat. I have some gems. You know what? Let's do it. I don't know. Bard has been purchased. So now, for the purposes of the video, and I need it anyways, right? So now we go to weapon, and all of a sudden, boom, we got an extra one. Now, since we already have 5 registered, SR is going to give me the lowest boost, so I will drop that one down. You can still have it equipped in the image, even though it's not up. Where's the UR one? We can put that one up, right? So you can still wear this costume even if it's not, stats aren't being boosted. So that's another good thing that you should know. The cosmetics work no matter what one you're using. I like the flower pig personally because it matches her flower headband that I have her wearing. Likewise here, here I don't have to wear this Matango outfit. In fact, some people are like, why aren't you wearing this sexy one that she starts with or whatever? I could wear this one too. I don't know, just being weird. I like let me wear what I want to wear. Okay, I got a flower chick, don't worry about it. So now that's pretty much everything, right? No, that's not everything, because when we talk about the association characters here, these association characters give you a bonus 1000 combat class if there's a combined attack. That's huge. But not only does it give you a bonus for a combined attack, but look, this one's 6-star 60, this one's 6-star 60, and this one gives less stats. Well, why is that? Well, the reason for that is since I have her ultimate ability maxed out on the SR Gila, I'll get 10% rather than 6% because I only have hers at level 2, because you get 1 extra per level. But that's not all, folks. That is not all. We also want to make sure that our Gila has good equipment on it, so that, oh look, I've got a 5-star and I've got some SSR gear. Like, obviously she's not my first priority to level up gear, but you're going to want to focus on the gear on your association character as well, because these percent bonuses on the stats here, this is a percent bonus from their stats, not the stats that the character has, because otherwise it would be the same for all level 1 characters, right? 8420, 8386. They're not the same, even though they're both level 1 with nothing. And the reason for that is these characters have different base stats. So these percentages of the stats that they're adding is a percentage of their stats, which means you also want to make sure that they're 6-star awakened, level 75 or wherever, you know, as highest level as you can get them, plus with the best gear that you can have possible to squeeze out every little bit of extra XP, or not XP but CC. So that has been my comprehensive rundown of what is CC and how do you increase your CC. Now I still have lengths to go to increase my CC to where I want it to be, but gear is a bottleneck on leveling. I'm out of the blue stones. Farm some gear. That's all I got to say. Farm it and break it down. You know, that's the next thing to do is break down some gear. So please let me know if this has helped you. Maybe there's some things in here you didn't realize that, oh, I didn't even understand the association character. I think that's like the biggest. But the gear itself on your character and your primary character, the gear on the primary character is going to have the largest contributing factor to your combat class boost. Second would be the association character, and then thirdly would be the cosmetics. So in an order of what you want to do first, you know, it's really up to you. For instance, my heroes, for Jericho, I got her up to UR, this one of the red SR Jericho, and I didn't have enough SR pendants to evolve this one, so I'm short a UR costume for this Jericho here. Why is it doing that? Because I'm out of these SR pendants. But once I get enough, then I'll get another UR on my Jericho. Similarly for my Liz Hawk, I've got this one at SSR, but I don't have the ability to unlock. It's going to take some time to save those up to get those UR costumes, but those, you get 5 costumes, 5 cosmetics, and 5 weapons, with the side of a couple of characters that don't have weapons. And so that is definitely a good thing to invest in. Alright, I'm sorry, even though it's the end of the video, I want to make sure that I wrap this up appropriately and say goodbye to you guys. So let me know how you guys, if there's anything I've missed, if this has helped you. Like I said, if this is your first time here, thanks for watching the whole video. Subscribe and hit that bell notification for returning people. Thanks again for watching my content. It really does appreciate it that you guys come and listen. There's a link to my Discord down below. I'm not very active on Discord, but if you do at me, I will respond. And then go ahead and like the button, you know, and try and game smarter. Until next time, guys.